Marlo, the onions. Why aren't you crying, Marlo? I'm crying.
Same thing for me. Hi, everyone. I'm Marlo Smith. I thought I'd ask my friends to cook their favorite dish with me. My guest is Chef Curtis Stone. Hi, Chef.
Marlo, how are you?
Oh, my gosh. I'm over the moon excited that I get to cook with you. What are we going to make together?
It's a seafood curry. When I first started cooking in restaurants, I worked with this old Indian guy named Mr. Paul. And Mr. Paul taught me so much about spice and how to use them really well. And I've forever made delicious curries. And not necessarily in my restaurants, but for my home and my friends. And I was excited to make this one for you.
Oh, I love it. So let's get started.
Here's what we're gonna do. You preheat this just a little. You're gonna toast your spices. You'll get that beautiful sort of spicy kitchen going, which is what we all love.
So tell me about when you first developed your love for cooking.
I was so young and I quickly learned that I was obsessed with food. I had quite a strict mum and she never had anything that wasn't healthy in the house. But at the time, I can remember going around a friend's house and being like, oh, pizza? What is that? You know, I was obsessed with the flavour of food from a young age. And then I started cooking. Once you've got that beautiful fragrance, you might even hear your spices start to pop or crack just a little bit, and that's just telling you that they're ready. So pick up your pan, and then you're gonna pop all of those spices straight on into your mini food processor. Then we start throwing some other ingredients in here. Throw in some garlic. I've got some dried coconut, a little bit of white wine vinegar, some onion, and about half a chili. So you pop your lid back on, and you hit it again. Yep, add it in, add it in.
Okay.
You lift up that whole, it's now an onion mixture. Bring it back to your pan that you put on the heat. Marlo, once you've made this, I promise you will make this will become a part of your repertoire all the time. Throw that into the hot pan.
Oh my gosh, it smells delicious already.
Doesn't it smell great?
Yes.
And then you can turn the heat up a little. Marlo, the onions. Why aren't you crying, Marlo? I'm crying. Basically, all you're trying to do is evaporate the liquid out of your onions, okay? So you can see how that's sort of starting to get dry. That's what you're looking for. Turn my heat up. It really is making me cry, Marlo.
Yeah, same thing for me. What are some of your favorite dishes that you remember your mom making, or maybe even your grandma making as a child?
My granny used to make fudge. But the sort of, in Northern England, it's not fudge like we know it here, where it's creamy. There it's very sugary, almost brittle. And it's so delicious. You know, imagine a 5-year-old. I used to go to my granny's house and it was just this sugar bomb. And I'd be like, run straight to her fridge and look in the fridge. And if it wasn't there, she'd be like, don't worry, we'll make it.
So I see you have your turmeric ready.
Turmeric and ginger go in, and now you're gonna see your curry paste start to change colour pretty much straight away. It'll take a minute maybe. The next thing we do is we take the curry leaves. Now, of course, curry gets its name from these guys. It's these beautiful curry leaves.
Well, they're so pretty.
Aren't they cool?
I don't think I've ever seen curry leaves. I'm embarrassed to say this, but all I've seen is the dry curry powder on the shelf.
You toss those in, you use them the same way you do bay leaves or thyme, and then we're gonna throw in some tomatoes. And that's gonna sort of, all the juice will evaporate out of those. And a little cayenne pepper. I kind of like it spicy, so I'm gonna be generous.
Me too. All right, so what's the guilty pleasure in food?
The guilty pleasure is tacos.
Tacos?
I mean, I could give you a laundry list. Tacos, fish and chips, cookies, ice cream. It's all of them.
So I look pretty good on my end.
Yeah, I think we're ready. So you see how we've got this beautiful dry paste? It's time to rehydrate that. So we're gonna do that with a little bit of water and a little bit of coconut milk. So once this starts to come up to the boil, then you can add your seafood. Now, of course, shrimp and scallops, they're cold, so it's gonna take that boil off the curry, which is fine, but we add the shrimp in first and then the scallops straight after. You go ahead and add that in, give that a little stir.
If you could eat with anyone, who would it be?
Oh, my Lord. Marlo.
Anyone.
It'd be my Granny Maud. I named my restaurant after her, and she passed maybe 10 years ago, and I would love to sit down with her and tell her about the restaurant named after her, and yeah, it'd be her.
Oh, that is so great.
Take it off the heat, then pour this in.
I think I did a pretty good
Marlo.
job.
Oh, yeah.
That's absolutely extraordinarily delicious.
Told you.
Wow.
And it's pretty simple.
I have to thank you so much. The meal is delicious. I hope everyone gets a chance to try it. And thank you so much, Chef, for being on Dish It Up with me.
Thanks for having me, Marlo. It was really fun.